Hi and welcome to Gaymers Grassroots Gigs. I'm Gabby Sanderson and today I'm in the very beautiful Ashby de la Zouche. It's home of Ivanhoe, Adrian Mole and the Young Knives.
Doors are at 7:30. The gigs? No one. So you don't need to turn up that early. We're on at 9 o'clock, so... Anyways, have a good day. I'll speak to you later. Lots of love. Bye. Bye. Thanks. That was my mum. She's, yeah, it made her week. She's very excited, my parents. They're not big fans of rock and roll, but... And the last time I played in Ashby was probably 1995.
What's the point? What's the point? What's the point?
When did you first get together as a threesome?
Ooh. After I finished university.
99. Yeah, we'd always had other members, though. So when we met up afterwards, it was just the three of us, and we thought we'd get somebody else in. But in a way, it's been nice to do it as a three-piece, because it's a bit more challenging. It was only after uni that I realised that I hadn't met anybody at university that I really wanted to play music with more than I did with these guys.
Nice. Yeah, speaking about tonight, Henry, you've already played there, haven't you, in the Fruit Pickers?
Yeah, I played there in... What a great name. We had an album called Pick Your Own. Yeah. Yeah, it was... And I don't remember, it looks completely different now in there. I kind of went in there and went, it's tiny, and I thought the stage was about 6 foot high in there, and I'd never been so scared. I did a joke solo. I remember, the only thing I remember about it, there was loads of really rocky bands on, and they were all doing this kind of solos, but I couldn't really play, so I just did the solo in the middle of the song. We just went, and everyone laughed at me, and there began the comedy stage act.
We're not numbers anymore. We're the counters. We're not numbers anymore. We're not numbers. We're not numbers anymore. We're the counters. We're the counters. It seems that all the milk's gone sour, and I can't believe my eyes. I dreamt you put me out of my misery, cruel to be kind. The sweat has dried into my shirt, and I tried to bite my tongue. I know you think that I am joking around, but you got that wrong. Sitting in the front seat, turning on the motor, sucking on a hose pipe, you keep it turning over. Sitting in the front seat, turning on the motor, sucking on a hose pipe, you keep it turning over.
So here we are at the lovely Ashby Castle, 16th century I do believe. Also the set for Ivanhoe.
Yeah.
And also the set for making out quite a lot if you're in the Young Knives. So you guys used to come here and hang out.
A bit.
I have realised that everywhere that we're going round, apart from the McVitie's factory, is basically like the hangouts for hiding and smoking.
Yeah.
What were you saying about Ollie being the first person you met or something when you went to that school? He was the first something.
First man I kissed at school?
Possibly.
Maybe.
My mum definitely thought we were gay. We used to phone each other every night, and she was like, "Your boyfriend's on the phone."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Bye. I definitely thought that I was. We were in love.
Really?
In
Oh, we
some
were.
ways you were,
We
yeah.
just didn't touch bits.
We're at the
Children's Society charity shop because, Ollie, this is where you used to work, is it not? For 2 whole years as well.
You know, you got first dibs on everything, so...
That's quite a graft. Well, anyway, I have here in my pocket a tenner each. I want to see who can come up with the best goods from the Children's Society. Okay, guys, let's see what you got. Go on, Ollie.
New Kids on the Block, the right stuff. The white shirts for later. It's a calorie plate.
I've got indestructible Stay Fresh socks.
Got an enormous cowboy.
I got a cowboy.
You spend the bulk of it on that £6, that bad boy.
I got some religious instruction, what I would call library creepers. £3
See.
pair of shoes. Apparently the pair's worth more than the individual.
It's all a bit hard.
Do you think they might go in the downstairs loo?
I am quite impressed with the gnome, but then I am quite impressed with the quantity. But I feel like I've helped you out with the old plate.
You did, actually, so I can't really take the credit for that.
I think I'm going to have to give it to the Lord. I'm feeling quite attached to the cowboy gnome.
Home is where the house is.
Hello. Wow. Even people in their 40s know who we are. I got a guitar for my 13th or 14th birthday. I wanted a Scootex. Do you remember those scooters that had like mag wheels and brakes and stuff, do jumps? And my dad and I was like, I'm gonna get a Scootex. I'm gonna get a Scootex. And they bought me an acoustic guitar and a book of Learn to Play Guitar by Russ Shipton with Amazing Grace in it.
Yeah.
And I do believe that you all know how to play the piano, but you're pretty rubbish.
I don't really know how to play the piano.
We were taught for years, but by one of those teachers that puts you off. It got to that point where you're trying to learn some classical music, and you weren't enjoying it, you weren't into it, you weren't inspired by your teacher, so you'd just be like, oh, this is like a chore. And then she obviously got wind of that, and she said, well, what do you want to learn then? And she bought me the kind of TV theme tunes thing, and it had Knight Rider in it.
You're all religious and have a ritual prayer ceremony before going on stage.
Half true.
Half true.
Half true.
Yeah, we're all very religious.
Rock is the religion.
We pray at the altar.
Yeah.
We pray at the altar of rock.
No, we do like a chant before we go on.
Do you?
Yeah.
Mystery,
Mystery,
pace, enigma.
enigma.
And remember,
Oh, money, money, pen, oh, money, honey, pen.
friends forever!
These are my hands, these are brick walls. Man can break down brick walls, man can break down brick walls. These are my hands, these are brick walls. Man can break down brick walls, man can break down brick walls. I've been worked to the bone, I've been worked off my feet. Head in my hands, hands in the soil. I've been cheated and stripped of my perfect retreat. We're all slaves on this ship, we're all slaves on this ship. This ship's sinking. We will not reach the shore, we will not reach the shore, reach the shore.